G'day everyone, it's Engelo Rumora here, your favorite Australian and the real estate dingo. Once again, I'm bringing you another video interview testimonial with one of our awesome investors. We've got Helen Stella here today. She's from Colorado, she's a dentist, and she owns one property with Ohio Cashflow. Helen, how are you?
Very good today. Thank you.
How's the weather out there?
Very cold, snowy,
Yeah.
14 inches just a couple days ago.
Wow, there you go. It's pretty cold here. No snow. It's sunny outside, but it's still pretty cold. So, what do you suggest we get started?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Okay, well, first question is, what made you invest in turnkey real estate?
Well, I had initially looked at properties in Colorado, and I had looked pretty in-depth at both single-family and multifamily, but I had not been able to find properties that would, certainly in the I-25 corridor, they almost don't even cash flow at all.
Yep.
So it was simply not a good deal at
Not a
all.
feasible option, yes. I know the market in Colorado is very expensive, similar to all the way on the East Coast and West Coast in Australia. So I think we've actually got a few investors from Colorado that have already invested with us. So I'm pretty much just an expensive market and you can't get good cash flow, right?
Right. It's
Awesome.
impossible. So I decided to look further afield. And since I knew that I know that I can't personally manage to do property management long distance. I know some people may be able to. I'm not one of them.
Yep. Very
And
hard.
I knew that I needed help in terms of, overseeing project management
Yep.
for any kind of construction work, finding a property, getting it rehabbed, ready to
Sure.
go, sale, all that. I needed to have somebody who would essentially do that for me.
Sure.
And so
And
I've been very, very pleased.
yep. Awesome. Awesome. Second question. What made you actually take the plunge? So what made you take the plunge to say, you know what, I'm just going to do it?
Well, I had done a lot of research with a lot of different companies and did a lot of homework because I knew I needed to be truly comfortable, particularly with the management.
Of course.
It's one thing to buy a property, you can have it inspected,
Yep.
but what happens with the management is what, the
The
day-to-day
ongoing
behind the
success. Yep.
scenes. And it actually is, it's absolutely make or break regarding the eventual returns on that property.
Hmm.
So I knew that that was, the most important thing. I mean, on top of a good property.
Sure.
So I had, once I had finally done my homework and felt I knew the different markets, knew the different, turnkey operators, different business models,
Hmm.
I felt that I was ready to go.
Awesome. Alrighty. Awesome. Great answer. What was your biggest concern before investing, and is it still a concern?
It was the property management
Hmm.
and making sure that I could effectively communicate, across time zones. It's always fun,
Yep. I bet.
and be able to get a hold of you,
Yep. Yep.
which I've been delighted with. So I wanted to make sure that I could do that and make sure that that I would have a tenant to have a positive experience, wants to keep renting,
Hmm.
which mine is more than happy at the moment.
Exactly. Exactly. Awesome, love. What made you choose Ohio Cashflow?
Well, I felt that you had the strongest combination of a good location,
Hmm.
good rehab.
Hmm.
Because I had looked at all the videos and these
Yep.
places looked really nice. I remember asking you a few times if you could please come to Colorado and build me a house.
Yep. Even though I always like to say nothing sexy, nothing flash, very fundamental. We like to keep it clean. As already mentioned to you, we never try to ever capitalize on the rehabs because, the homes are 50, 60, $70,000 homes. They're not 500, 600, $700,000 homes where you have to go above and beyond with the granite countertops and the different colors of, wall is one color, the ceiling is another. So yeah, sorry, go ahead. I'll shut up.
Well, even with a 50-year-old home here,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to get that for under 300.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There you go. Okay, cool. So it was our renovations then.
Well, the renovations, I was very pleased with the renovations. It all
Yep.
looked to be very, top-notch quality.
Yep.
And then, when I started inquiring about the procedures were in terms of the property management.
Yep.
I felt that that was a similar layer or similar level of quality.
Yep.
Something that I would be happy with. And I've been a renter for many years.
Yep.
So I knew a lot of questions to ask in terms of, from the
Sure.
renter's perspective as well as from the, investor's perspective. Is
Sure.
where do I want to stay for the next 10 years?
Of course. Awesome. 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 How would you describe the purchase slash investment process with Ohio Cashflow?
Tremendously easy. It was all done, yes. I was able to do so much of it, by email, online.
Yep.
So many of the documents could just be, DocuSigned.
DocuSigned. Yep.
It was very, very easy.
Awesome.
And any time that I got hung up on something, I could call up Dominique or
Yep.
send her an email and, get a hold of her,
Yep.
very, very quickly. And she would walk me through the process of whatever document that needed to be sent.
Yep.
So it really went very smoothly, very easily.
Awesome. Awesome. I love to hear that. Has everything been running smoothly since the purchase?
Oh, definitely.
Yep.
Definitely. So in terms of getting all the documentation for my taxes, that went
Yep.
very, very easily.
Yep.
And of course, the my tenant is delightful.
Yep. Yep.
Wonderful tenant. He is so delighted, in fact, with your rehab that he wants to buy the property.
Exactly. Amazing. Now, the big question is, have the rents been hitting your account?
Yes, like clockwork.
Good, good. That's the most important one that most people don't believe. They're like, okay, if I buy a turnkey property, will I ever see the rent? So that's just a question that I want to ask. And yes, your tenant is very interested in purchasing the property, and we can definitely discuss that once we finish this recording here. Okay, check this one out. This one's a little bit kind of pushy, but I love this question. It's one of my favorite. Do you plan to purchase more investment properties? Are you comfortable to purchase again with Ohio Cashflow?
Most definitely to both.
Awesome, awesome.
Most
Now,
definitely to both. This has been a very painless experience and plenty of reward.
awesome, awesome. I'm really glad to hear that. Now, final quick questions. Okay, I'm going to fire away, so just got to be very quick with them. Ready? Okay.
Sure.
Do we correspond in a timely manner?
Most definitely. Very quick.
Do you feel worried about us lying, cheating, or stealing?
No.
Would you recommend us to fellow investors?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, now we can take a deep breath. That was the quick fire questions. Last little question here. Overall, how has your experience been? Any final words?
It's been delightful. I enjoy working with you guys. You're very nice people, easy to work with, organized.
We try to be,
Yeah,
somewhat.
well.
Even though it's like, we feel like we're running a mess some days, but yeah, yeah.
Anytime that I've needed something, I've been able to, especially Dominique has really gone above and beyond several times for me to try to find documents.
Awesome.
I had had to get my own home loan,
Yep,
and with all that they put me through,
yep,
this was 1% as difficult as getting a regular home loan.
yep, yep,
No comparison at all.
yep. I know. I feel your pain. Trust me. I feel your pain. Awesome. Well, okay. That's pretty much it, except for one last final question. And I mean, the answer should be so obvious. It's just like staring at you right now. Okay, literally staring at you right now. Who is your favorite Australian?
You are, of course.
Awesome, awesome, Helen. Well, look, I very much appreciate your time. Okay, thank you so much. And guys, that pretty much concludes our interview with Helen Stella. You've heard it all. Once again, Ohio Cashflow does it again. I always keep telling you we're the best of the best. Trust, relationships is what we're all about. Of course, we offer a great product, a great after service. That's who we are, and that's what we do. Now, you guys already know the drill. If you want more information, you just have to check out the description of the video. You will find a link to our investor application form. Please click on the link, fill out the investor application form, and one of our friendly staff will be in contact with you shortly. I really appreciate you watching once again. I'm Engelo Rumora, your favorite Australian, and the real estate dingo. This is Helen Stella from Colorado. Helen, thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone.